Hello westerfeldRPG, it's Thursday and it's Sierra, and since I haven't made a video in the past 2 or 3 weeks, I am going to give you a tour of my neighborhood. So I'm just going to start walking and talking at the same time. Okay, so I have a funny story to tell you before I get on to this week's theme, which is ducks. Today, well just now, I decided to take a shower, and as I was getting in the shower, I grabbed a razor blade, and I was like, I wonder if this can cut my hair. Of course, it can cut your hair, dumb cough. It is a razor blade, that's what it does. But being an idiot, I took a piece of my hair about this big, and I just ran the razor blade over it. And I got off like this huge chunk of hair, so now I'm just waiting for it to dry to see what the disaster is. So this week's theme, which is ducks, I'm going to tell you about when I had ducks when I was little. I had ducks. We kept them in my bathroom. My mom just randomly decided that it would be a good idea to get like 3 or 4, I think it was actually 2 or 3 little ducklings, and put them in our bathroom, in our bathtub, and let them live in our bathroom. And so there was poop everywhere. I was like, I want to say 4. So then, I guess, when they got older and they grew bigger, we have a pond in our backyard, so she let them live in the pond. We also have a pool, though, and so they would go and poop in the pool, and live in the pond and poop in the pool, and it wasn't very pleasant. And finally, we also had chickens. Finally, one day, I guess some raccoons got into our backyard and attacked the chickens and ducks. And one of the chickens, a couple of the chickens died, and my mom gave the ducks. My mom gave one of the ducks to my friend Julie, her friend Julie, and that duck actually just died recently. And then we took the other 2 ducks up to Lake Arrowhead, which is a lake about an hour and a half away, and we had a cabin up there until recently. And we put it in that lake. And so as my dad and my grandma took the ducks up, they kept them in a box, but they poked like little holes in the box, and the ducks would keep popping their heads out of the box and squawking really loudly, and it was very distracting for the first part of the ride. But then when they got out to the lake, they were about to set them free, and a park ranger patrol person or whatever, came by. He just stopped and says, "Hey, what's up? You guys are out here late or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, nothing, just, my mom is getting sick, and she just wanted to stop for a minute, car sick, yeah, we're on our way up to Big Bear." And, he's like, "Okay." And then a duck stuck its head out of the, box and started squawking really loudly, and my grandma was like and shoved the duck's head back, and it's a very funny story. My dad likes to tell it often. So I'm going to turn around now and go back home because I've walked about 3 blocks, I think 2 or 3 blocks. So yeah, that is my duck story for you guys. I think that it's like 3 now, and all the kids are getting out of school, so there's gonna be a lot of cars passing by right about now. But yeah, that's my duck story, and I hope you enjoyed this beautiful walk. It's kind of hot, and yeah, the sun is really bright. So yeah, anyway, I will see you next week, guys. Oh, one other thing, we were talking about improving the channel and how we could improve it, and we were talking about doing more interactions between each other. Instead of just having themes and having to talk about it, we wanted to have more interactions. So if you guys have any suggestions as to how we can make this channel better and more interactive between us instead of just talking, because I think that's kind of getting a little boring and a little old, please let us know down in the comments. Also, let us know if you were an active watcher, because we're trying to get a grasp on how many active watchers. We have like 36 subscribers or something like that, and but we don't know how many of you guys are active and how many of you guys actually watch our videos. So please let me know down in the comments, and I will see you next week, and I'll see you tomorrow, Mel. Bye.